Hi, this is Monte Huebsch, the Google Guru, and I do this once a year. I try to get an understanding of what Bing is doing so that we have an alternative to Google. Um, and this is some updated slides that Bing and Microsoft graciously provided me. There's a number of things that are worth noting here. Uh, Bing is a default search engine, of course, in Windows 10. And Windows, the new operating version for PCs, is very powerful, and a lot of people like it. And Microsoft is building some good hardware, and that's great. Bing is also the default search engine on the Amazon Kindle and Echo, and of course voice search is becoming bigger and bigger, and so when it's pulling data, Alexa will find it from Bing, and they also provide the image searches for Siri. So there are a lot of places where Bing still powers a lot of things, and you could also see here Yahoo and Gumtree and AOL. So it's not to be discredited. So what are the numbers? Well, the numbers are really simple. It's much bigger than you think. In the Australian market, it's over 192 million monthly searches. It's got 12% PC share market for people that are using PCs. Their default is the Bing server, and it's experienced a 22% year-on-year growth search volume. Don't denigrate what 12% is. I mean, if all of a sudden you could have 12% more revenue for your business, that's not a bad growth figure, particularly when, inflation and bank things are at 3 or 4%. So 12% is considerable. I will include the link to this. Over a year ago, Bing did do a blind survey evaluating search results and people's satisfaction with the search results and whether they found what they were looking for. And Bing was as good, if not better, than Google, and they swapped them left and right, and they did it on different devices and all sorts of things. So it was a fair, independent test. So from a user's point of view, there's probably a stronger reason for why we should use Bing, but it's just not, nobody Bings it, everybody Googles it. So there we go. It's important to understand that, everybody now talks about how important mobile is, and that more searches are done on mobile devices than they are on desktops and blah, blah, blah. And that's all true. The misconception here is that everybody thinks when we're using our mobile devices and doing all these searches that that's taking away from desktop searches and desktop activities. And it's not. It's in addition to. We're still going to work, and a lot of us have laptops or desktops, and we've got multiple screens. We're still using the desktop. We're still doing searches on the desktop. It's just that once we leave the office and we're traveling on bus or public transport, or we're sitting in front of the TV, we also have our mobile phone open, and we might be searching on restaurants or an actor in a TV show. So those are new searches. So when they're now saying that more than half the searches are conducted on mobile, that is true, but it's because they're new in addition searches to on top of desktop. So here you see that 67% are from the desktop, and guess what? Who owns the desktop? For the most part, it's Microsoft and Bing. And don't forget, as much as we often do searches on our mobile devices, sometimes just the pure screen real estate and the size of the device and trying to fill out forms and addresses and credit card details and everything become highly challenging, and just our fingers on the screen and mistypes and everything else. So a lot of e-commerce will start on a mobile and then transfer to a desktop. And of course, the desktops often are Bing because it's got Microsoft and Windows 10. So at the end of the day, give Bing a go. My own personal comment that I want to say here is our cost when we're running pay-per-click advertising on Bing is anywhere from 1/3 to 1/5 as expensive as Google. It's as good or higher traffic, and it converts very, very well. So, if you want to have a 12% uplift in your revenues and turnovers, I would seriously considering adding Bing to your marketing mix. Hope this helps. All the best for 2018. This is Monte Huebsch, the Google Guru.